Yes, we did. Just like him and the Bamboo Ninjas.
The Bamboo Ninjas?
Off air, I'm going to have to tell you this story. Because it's...
Oh. We have breaking news from the slate.com. Arizona's Republican-run election audit is now looking for bamboo-lace, quote, China ballots by Jeremy Stoll. On Wednesday, a member of the Arizona election audit team that has been heavily touted by former President Donald Trump revealed that his examination of the 2020 vote in Maricopa County will include a, quote, forensic analysis of ballots to determine if the paper is made of bamboo in order to determine whether or not China delivered tens of thousands of fraudulent ballots to tip the state to Joe Biden. If that sounds much too crazy for an audit that was initiated by the Republican-led Arizona legislature and whose communications are being spearheaded by the Republican former Secretary of State Ken Bennett, it very much is not. On Wednesday, audit liaison John Brakey told a reporter from the local CBS affiliate in Phoenix that the audit team was checking to see if 40,000 Biden ballots were smuggled into Arizona from Asia by checking the paper's fiber to try to detect bamboo. John Brakey, an official overseeing the audit of the 2020 Arizona election, says auditors are looking for bamboo fibers because of a baseless accusation that 40,000 ballots from Asia were smuggled here. Dennis Welch. Jeez. There's an accusation that 40,000 ballots were flown in and stuffed into the box and it came from the southwest part of the world, Asia. And what they're doing is to find out if there's bamboo in the paper, Brakey told Dennis Welch of CBS 5 News. Welch asked Brakey a series of follow-ups, such as, why do you check for bamboo? And this is a part of what you're looking for? And he answered that others were searching for the bamboo ballots because, quote, people in Southeast Asia use bamboo in their paper processing. And this is part of the mystery that we want to ungaslight people about. Here's the rest of the interview and some leaky news.
Remember our show about gaslight?
Yeah, I don't think we coined the term ungaslight, but again, is the bamboo analysis truly part of the audit effort? Apparently it has been from the beginning. During a press conference for the audit last week, Brakey said what auditors were, quote, looking for is folds and pieces of paper because there's a guy who came out and said certain things that the ballots were stuffed, that we're going to find bamboo in the paper, end quote. Bennett, the spokesman for the audit, then confirmed we're evaluating the paper. We're evaluating the paper, end quote. Where did this theory apparently of major concern for the Arizona auditors that somehow in Asia that had sent 40,000 ballots in Maricopa County in order to sway the election for Joe Biden and against Donald Trump come from? It appears to have come from an election fraud gadfly named Javan Pulitzer, who Slate's Aaron Mark reported earlier this week is supporting the work of Maricopa audit firm Cyber Ninjas. In addition to Pulitzer having claimed to invent a technology that would detect whether a ballot's ink and folds might indicate forgery, Mac flags that back in December Pulitzer began to espouse a theory that China had imported ballots to tip the election to Biden and that he could detect such malfeasance by uncovering bamboo particles via a, quote, forensic analysis. Here's footage of Pulitzer making that claim in a video that was circulated on December 23rd, and there's a linky boo. Pulitzer came at the time, quote, the ballots are supposed to be printed here in the United States of America, see, and in some cases the ballots have to be printed in the exact same, see, American paper has a signature in it, see, and with forensics you could look at that paper and see if it constitutes of that paper is what we use to make paper. Now let's say that there was an influx of China ballots. Okay, let's just say that. China does not have the tree and lumber population we have because it got deforested primarily a long time ago. They use bamboo and they do use wood pulps. They use bamboo in their paper and they use about 27 different mixes of gases that we don't have here in the United States. And even though you can't look at it and see it, it's very detectable. And so I can assure you that outside of catastrophic failing, this will be plugged, end quote. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to push through, Dylan. Quote, well, did you know from a forensic level that you can tell absolutely the difference between paper here in the United States or paper that was made in China? He said, quote, there's different formulations, different links, even different fibers. And our systems were able to tell every one of these because we have that much time on our hands. Now, end quote, now Pulitzer, the inventor of one of the worst gadgets of all time and a former professional treasure hunter, is is assisting cyber ninjas in conducting this audit. Complete with checking for bamboo fibers with China ballots, Bennett told the Arizona Mirror last month that Pulitzer had consulted with Cyber Ninjas CEO Doug Logan to design the process for testing ballots. As Washington Secretary of State Kim Wyman said during a press briefing about the audit on Tuesday, the reality is that with Pulitzer and Logan now in total and secret control of these ballots, the quote chain of custody end quote for Maricopa's election documentation has been completely compromised. Quote, Arizona and Maricopa County has opened up to a lot of questions because, like I said, how do you know these ballots weren't altered? Wyman said, end quote. End quote. Yeah, no, back into a quote. And it doesn't even matter if they were at this point because I don't think you can guarantee that they weren't. And that's all you have to do is cast doubt on this process, end quote. Okay. Quote, from a legal standpoint, chain of custody ballot integrity has been so destroyed by a lack of procedures that moved into evolving procedures, end quote. Matthew Masterson, a former senior cybersecurity advisor at the Department of Homeland Security, said in the same briefing, quote, you can't reestablish that chain of custody integrity after the fact. So from just a legal standpoint, I don't know how you can establish proper chain of custody, evidence standards, anything for court or otherwise. It's gone, end quote. Wyman added that the Department of Justice ought to be observing the audit going forward. Beep, 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 beep. This has been breaking news from Bamboo Cyber Ninjas. Now for the weather with Dylan Wade.
Oh, it's really sunny here in Maricopa County, although cyber ninjas seem to be flooding the skies.
Cyber Ninjas and cats on fire. It's a world gone mad. Bamboo. Beep, beep,
Uh,
beep, 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 beep. Jesus Christ.
I told you it gets dumb.
This is real, too.
This is real.